Katie from Nerd Church here. And on April 23rd of 2025, um, like I said, people were praying for the Pope a lot. What does that mean? Well, it means that they were Catholic and somebody they knew and had feelings about was dead. And if you're Catholic, that means that you're supposed to pray for them. Because Catholics believe that the majority of people in the world probably go to purgatory when they die. Because purgatory is the place where, if you've repented of your sins as best you can, if you have let go of as much sinful behavior as you possibly can, you've repented, you've done penance, but maybe you did something wrong to someone who's dead, and you have no way on earth to really make that right, right? You still have to do penance, you still have to pay that off. You go to purgatory. But if people pray for you and say, "Hey God, you know what? Francis was a good guy. Maybe he had a bad temper. Maybe he shouldn't have said that thing, but he was a good guy. So God, can you let him into heaven?" And theoretically, if you've got about 1 billion people saying, "Hey God, he was kind of a good guy," maybe Francis went to purgatory, but maybe he wasn't in purgatory for like very long. Because, honestly, like, there is a limit to how much sin a, like, a man in his 80s can do on his deathbed. Just throwing that out there. So we were praying. But we were also praying because we understood that that even if you didn't like Francis, you're supposed to pray for your enemies. And, so even people who were pretty sure that Francis was in the bad place, if they were sincere, they were probably praying for his soul. Or even if they thought, Francis is going to be in purgatory for like so long that it doesn't make much difference, because like 1 billion years versus eternity is kind of, we're getting into like deep time issues for humans, right? Would still pray for him. And even people who thought that Francis was probably in heaven were still praying for him because, again, it let him know we were thinking about him. And maybe there's some way that, like, Francis could take those prayers and, like, toss them onto somebody else's books. I don't know. I'm not a theologian. But April 23rd, that's where we were.